אני פה עם השחקן מייקל רפפורט שהגיע אלינו הישר בסיור בדרום. Good evening, Michael. How are you, man?
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for being here
Yeah.
tonight, and thank you very much, for being in Israel and coming over to see what's going on. You've just been to the south, right?
Yeah, I was in Kibbutz Be'eri.
Yeah.
And that was a lot, and it was. It's hard to articulate what I saw and what I heard and the stories I heard, and but it was. I'm very, very glad that I was there. I'm very, very glad that I'm in Israel.
You had 24 hours, like so hectic, and like this emotional roller coaster. You've been in Eretz Nehederet. You did a sketch there.
Yeah.
And since then, you went to the south, went to Be'eri. You met with people. You met with people, families of abducted, of hostages. I think it's a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in, but it's not a lot compared to what people have been through. It's not a lot compared to. And I came here for that. I didn't come here for a tourist vacation. I didn't come here to, go for swim with the dolphins. I knew it was going to be emotional. I knew it was going to be sad. I knew it was going to be upsetting. I knew it was going to be impactful, but I wanted to come. My wife and I, it was very important for us to come. It's my first time coming here, but we knew that it was needed. We were like, we have to come.
I'm so glad you came, but it's a shame that this is your first time. So this is your impact and impression of Israel. We're much more chill.
Well, I'll say that, even though everything is going on, one of the incredible things about Israeli people is that even with everything that's going on, I get the spirit and I get the chillness and I get the fight, I get the strength, and I get the love and the light. I still see that very, very much, and I know it might be tougher for you guys because of everything that you've experienced, firsthand. But I am still seeing that, and I encourage, you guys to continue with all those feelings and emotions the best you can, and it's been I can't imagine, how it feels to be Israeli. I do understand what it feels like to be Jewish, and and it's a very, very, very disappointing time. It's a very scary time.
You feel disappointed with Americans, with fellow actors and fellow
I could say on behalf of Americans. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been to these other countries.
No, I'm talking about
Americans. I'm really disappointed with. I'm disappointed with. Listen, you could not be pro-Israel, and you can be for a ceasefire. We don't have to agree with things. The anti-Jewishness is unacceptable. The anti-Semitism is unacceptable. The screaming openly or talking openly about the end of Israel is unacceptable.
This volume of anti-Semitism, is it the first time that you have experienced it?
It's the first time we've all experienced it like this. This is, no one, if there was a bet on October 8th, would there be this kind of anti-Semitism? People, you wouldn't even think to make the bet because no one would imagine that it would be the way it is. But it is that, and and we just have to keep going forward as Jewish people. Obviously, Israelis have to keep going forward, and
you're not the typical type because you're a fighter. I can see you fight all the time for the Jewish people, for Israel. It's not typical. It's not something that everybody does abroad, and they're scared about their careers.
Yeah.
You're not even scared about that. You're not even intimidated by all the pro-Palestinians out there.
No. I mean, no. I'm not intimidated by that. I'm not scared to speak out, especially on behalf of Jewish people, especially on behalf of Israel, and especially on behalf of what is right. And that's very matter of fact. You know, what I saw today in Berry, am I saying it correctly?
Yes.
Was a horror show. It was something you would imagine in a horror movie. The destruction and the, you know, one of the guys who I met said not only did they want to destroy Jews, they wanted to destroy any memories that these Jews had by burning the houses to the ground. Yes. This was, I don't compare tragedies. You know, the attack on 9/11 was historically disgusting, and you know, we all know what that was. And again, I'm not comparing at all.
Yeah.
But when you go into people's houses and you kill them with your hands and you shoot them and you rape them and you pillage their homes and you graffiti that you were there, this is sick, crazy. And they want, you know, as we all know, they would have continued going.
How it doesn't transcend abroad. I mean,
I don't
this
know what
horror.
the fuck happened abroad. I don't know. It's embarrassing what's going on in New York. It's embarrassing what's going on in the United States. I don't understand why. You know, I think some of those people are paid. I think some of those people are dumb.
But you can see the mass majority against us.
Some of those people are paid. Some of those people are uneducated. Some of those people have mental illness, and some of those people are they hate Jews. So there's a bunch of people going there. But the reality of it is that Jewish people are not going anywhere. Israel is not going anywhere,
right.
And the IDF is not just fighting on behalf of Israel right now. They're fighting on behalf of the LGBTQ people in New York, saying we're LGBTQ for Palestine.
All the woke movement.
They're for all of them because they're fighting on behalf of the world.
Of liberals, of liberal ideology.
People that agree,
and,
don't agree, whether you think you agree, you hate Israel, you hate. The IDF is fighting on for them because these people, as Israel knows better than me and knows better than most, will go and kill and take and be the end of anything that doesn't believe what they think.
Now listen, I'm really a big fan of yours, and you're such a funny guy. I mean, you know, you're a comedian. How do you do this separation? I mean, between this kind of work and life,
you know,
and,
you know, I know that it's important to do my job, you know, as an actor, as a performer. I know that the benefit of doing that skit yesterday.
This bit is about the universities, right? And you saw it live.
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you think when you saw that?
I thought the same thing, the woman that was asking the questions. Like, are you really going to, this is your answers to these questions? I thought the same exact thing that woman thought.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the world was like, what do you, because if it was black people, if it was gay people, Chinese people, LGBTQ, anybody else but Jews, it wouldn't be context or, well, it would be absolutely not. And then it'd be like, all right, let's go home. Any other Irish Catholic handicap, bullying. Well, bullying, what could bullying is, did you talk about like anti-bullying? This is bullying. They're trying to bully the Jews and bully Israel. You talk about bullying. So, yeah, I thought what they thought. But, you know, to answer your question, you know, also, you know, it's important to, if you can find time to make people laugh and do that. And then my point in my place in this is to be as disruptive, as honest as I possibly can, and if anyone gets a laugh out of any of that, then that's cool too. You know, and to see what I needed to see today. You know, I told my friend who was a little reluctant to go to Kibbutz Berry because of what they're going to see. I said, we've been to the Holocaust Museum, we watched the documentaries, we watched Schindler's List. You need to go see what happened there. You can take it. Because
this is a part of history right now.
Because this is the museum. The museum's there. Yeah. You have to see it with your own eyes.
Michael, I really appreciate you coming here to Israel and to this show. Thank you very much for everything that you're doing. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you saying thank you, but you don't have to thank me.
Thank you, man. Thank you.